In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 lessons that I've learned from the book 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel as it applies to my freelance web development business and coding in general. My name's David, and I'm a freelance web developer currently in Seoul, South Korea. Here, I'm here by Seoul Tower. I don't know if you can see in the background, but we hiked up to the tower and then just had dinner, and then we're gonna just enjoy the view for a bit before going back home. So I thought I'll make you this video in the meantime. And reading Peter Thiel 0 to 1 was one of the first books I read when I was doing my 75 hard challenge earlier this year. And I read it because it's one of my, I want to be the best developer I can be, and one day I hope to have my own startup. So I just want to get as much information as I can to make that dream a reality. And this book talks about like startups, how to build a successful one, and that's why I read it. And the 75 hard day challenge made me read 10 pages a day. So the first lesson that I want to talk to you about is that you want to become a monopoly in whatever industry you're in. You don't want to compete with your competitors. You just want to have your own category. And this applies to me because that's why I'm building my brand in tech, because I believe personal branding is your monopoly, because you can't create you can be a monopoly of yourself. No one else can be you. And I make videos pointing out my thoughts, my opinions, my advice about people in tech, how you can be a better developer, how you can create good apps, how businesses can use technology to be more successful in their business. So that's why I try to focus on personal branding as I become a monopoly of myself. And he talks about you have to be better than your competition, like significantly, at least 10 times better than your competition. So that's why I'm continuously learning. I practice my craft of coding every single day, at least 2 hours a day, but usually on these days, so much more than 2 hours. And then, sorry, I'm trying to figure out a place to walk as the car is coming. And then I'm working on getting better every day, coding every day, so I can be 10 times better as a developer. And here, I'm walking up to a view now, so I can show you how it looks. So that's how it looks from one of the view areas from up here. So the second thing that he talks about is that you should focus on the secrets that you know to be truth. And that's what I try to do with my YouTube channel, just focusing on my opinions that's unique from everyone else. That's why I have central themes of working hard with coding, knowing that although there might be other people who has success in this field early on, maybe they didn't have to try that hard, maybe they were just so brilliant with coding, but if you persevere, if you stick at it, you can make your dreams a reality. I emphasize the freedom portion of coding, being able to work wherever, like how I'm traveling now in Seoul, South Korea, and that wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for coding. And just the idea that you should have visuals to help you code and just be practical with your coding journey. And with that, you can surpass people who are so brilliant in this field. That's how I can stay competitive where there's so many smart people. And the last topic I want to talk about that I've took from the book is being a definite optimist. You want to be able to design the life you want, design the success you want. For me, I knew that to be successful, I had to be good at coding. I wanted a lifestyle where I'd be free, I can be my own boss, be able to travel while I work. And that's why after I got laid off from my software engineering job, I didn't just go back in the job market and try to get another dev job. Instead, I've took everything I've learned from my software engineering background, my tutoring background, all my experience I had, my nightclub promoting background, and put it in myself to be a, a businessman, an entrepreneur. And I knew that if I would have went back to the job market, maybe got another job, it wouldn't be ultimately designing the life I want long term. It might be better in the short term, better, faster money, more security in the short term, but then I'll have to deal with layoff, anxiety, or I'll be capped with my potential. So ultimately, by designing the life I want, where I get to code with the clients I want, work on the projects I want, I can design the life I want, and I'm intentional about it. Intentional about the work I pick up, the programming languages I want, the business I am creating, the places I go to. Every line of code is intentional as well. So those are the three main things: that you want to be a definite optimist, you want to design the life you want, design the business you want. You want to focus on the truths that you know to be true that might be not accepted as a common view. And lastly, firstly, is that you want to create a monopoly of yourself. And I'm doing that by building my personal brand, creating content, and know that when people hire a web developer, they just don't want the cheapest price. They want someone that they can resonate with, that they connect with, that they enjoy working with, enjoy talking with. And that's what I try to do. So that's all I want to talk to you about today. If you need help with a project, developing a website, developing a web app, I'm a freelancer, so feel free to message me, and I'm happy to chat about how I can help. If you need help learning how to code, I also do coding coaching, where I work with you one-on-one, break down concepts so you can fully understand it at your own pace. Thank you so much for watching.